Way back in the early 90s, a little movie about a family that would leave one of their kids behind over Christmas would be released, and the result would end up being regarded as one of the greatest holiday movies of all time. Now, I'm sure Clark Griswold and Willie Soak would have something to say about that. Regardless, this movie is an undeniable holiday classic. So for this episode of Vintage 90s, we're stepping back to 1990 and revisiting Home Alone. What's happening out there, everybody? I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Thank you for stopping back by the channel. If you are new here, welcome to Movies Never Say Die, your home for retro movie content. I'm Anthony DeJoy, and today we're revisiting the classic Home Alone. This movie and Macaulay Culkin just took the world by storm. Home Alone pulled in a fortune at the box office, somewhere in the neighborhood of $476 million, and it would quickly become a holiday viewing staple for generations of families, which is easy to see why, because this movie really just has all the right ingredients when you break it down. First, you get the amazing cast led by Culkin. Now, child stars are hit and miss. They can make or break a movie, and I'm certain others could have come in and as little Kevin McAllister and made Home Alone a good movie, but Culkin was really lightning in a bottle, and despite the strong pieces all around him, I have no doubt it was Culkin who made Home Alone just the zeitgeist capturing movie that it was when it was released. You just can't help but love this little sarcastic shithead as he watches adult movies and raids his brother's room and overcomes his fear of the furnace, does a little bit of shopping, and fends off his home from burglars with just enough time to lend some life advice to an old man, because in the 90s that happened every day.
What's your point?
My point is, you should call your son.
And through all that, Home Alone just keeps a nice, swift, engaging pace. We get the opening with all the chaos of the family to capture that holiday travel atmosphere and to set up the family dynamics of Kevin being a sort of an outcast to his siblings. We meet Catherine O'Hare and John Hurd, Kevin's parents, his big brother Buzz, Uncle Frank, and the rest of the gang, and it's all just comical holiday chaos.
I believe in a house with this many people, there's no shampoo.
Pardon me, are your parents home?
Yeah, but they don't live here.
And we also get the introduction of the wet bandits as Joe Pesci's Harry is casing the house, cheese pizza is eaten, milk is spilled, a passport is conveniently thrown away, and off from there, Home Alone goes into childhood adventure territory when Kevin wakes up the next morning thinking that he's made his family disappear. It's just a great time. The writing structures this story so well, from the different subplots to the character development. No time is wasted. The writing is constantly slipping in bits of humor, from lines of dialogue to Kevin's mishaps living solo, to the family in Paris trying to get back, to the wet bandits working the neighborhood. Everything in Home Alone is just so well staged and tightly organized and able to tie into the next comedic bit or subplot seamlessly. I think it just gives Home Alone an effortless flow. It's one of those movies where you hit the play button, you hear that holiday score from Williams, then the next thing you know, Kevin's dismantling the wet bandits to hilarious results, and it's over. It's really the just overall beauty of a John Hughes script.
You guys give up, or you're thirsty for more?
And to me, really, few films are as easily consumable as Home Alone is from a storytelling aspect. Then you get this collection of fun-loving and likable characters surrounding Kevin, first and foremost being Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern as the wet bandits. I think these guys are both fantastic in this movie, and I would say almost as equally important to Culkin to an extent.
The little jerk is armed! That's it! That's it! I'm going around the front, you go down the basement!
It's like they say, a movie is only as good as its villains, and here Pesci and Stern, I think, serve up comical bad guy greatness with Harry and Marv as the wet bandits. They really pose no genuine intimidation. They're essentially cartoon characters come to life, but that framing is actually perfect for this family movie. You really do grow to love these bumbling thieves, but still are able to get the ultimate satisfaction from seeing them getting beaten up and Kevin's demented little obstacle course at the end of the movie, and sure, Home Alone has its conveniences to enable little Kevin to take down the bad guys, but it's still a great time and just blends perfectly with this movie's Christmas atmosphere. There is so much holiday charm in this movie, from Williams' iconic score to the production design. I mean, Kevin's house is an explosion of 90s nostalgia, and there is never a dull moment when taking in this sweet little holiday ride, because I think even if you've seen it 100 times, seeing Kevin be surprised by his mom Christmas morning can still just tug on the heartstrings a little bit. And that's it for today. That concludes our little look back at 1990s Home Alone. I hope you guys have enjoyed this first episode of Vintage 90s. Let me know if you guys watch Home Alone each year. Also, what are some of your other Christmas movies that you have on rotation? I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts and some of your selections down in the comments. Always, thank you guys so much for watching these videos. I greatly appreciate all of you. I hope you guys all have a fantastic Christmas. My next video will be coming real soon. I hope to see you guys all back for that one, and until then, movies never say die.
This is Jack Burton in the Pork Chop Express, and I'm talking to whoever's listening out there.
Survive a war, you gotta become war.
I suppose we have to register you as a lethal weapon.
You trying to say Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball?